Hello, I'm Henry.
And I'm Jacob.
And welcome back to TECHNOPOVERTY. It is 7:30 p.m. CST Thursday. You know, every Monday and Thursday we're doing it here. We bounce books off of movies, movies off of books. Both of those off of games. We create intertextual interactions with you here, the chat, talk about what we've been doing. Folks, it is the last night of the Toy Soldiers of Spring session. We've been playing a lot of military-related games, reading a lot of military-related fiction. Found two really interesting new like for the sake of conversation, just like triangulating like where I like these things, I'll do tier list type stuff, but don't take any kind of listicle I do as like a superlative, like meaningful thing, aside from like in this general order he likes things. But like The Iron Dream and All Quiet on the Western Front are now some of my favorite books. I'm really happy that the project has been paying off in that way. But you know what? I can tell I did a disservice to All Quiet on the Western Front 1930 when we threw it on the Discord. I was just very burnt out that weekend. I only really got to pay attention to the first half. So we're doing it tonight, folks. We're watching All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm not reading anything to you tonight. We're rolling out the cart. The substitute teacher's here. We're watching a movie. We're playing Medal of Honor Underground. We'll continue Medal of Honor Underground into the Summer Scramble, where we're also reading Kierkegaard's The Present Age first. Check out that next week. Who knows what game we'll be playing? I'll just let you know it's something new from this year. It seems the projector is very mad. I'm holding everyone in mystery. I won't hold the stream mystery for much longer, though. Jacob, let's play this game and let's just start this movie. We're gonna have a chill watch session tonight, y'all. Let me know if the game's too overpowering of the movie, if the movie's too overpowering of our voices. Also, how's your week going? It's Thursday. It's the end of the month. I know that can be a stressful time for many people. It sure as hell was up until about 3 hours ago for me. So.
Yeah. Good God.
Good God.
We have come out the other side.
I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to the PlayStation screen. I'm going to physically abuse the projector until it stops making the noise I like.
Yep.
And you know what? If you stick around all stream, we might have a special new type of break card bumper going about.
Yeah, we've been having some fun here.
As we exit the Toy Soldiers of Spring and the Summer Scramble starts, you're going to notice some shifts in the Interspace Engine's presentation. It's going to be quite fun.
God, one of my favorite things is sitting down, playing video games, and drinking energy drinks. Just to keep the energy going.
Just to keep yourself stimulated in this economy?
Right? Yeah.
All right.
Western Front. All's quiet.
Adjusting levels. Yes, Ja, you are chat. 3-2, you are chat. If L-Man's here, L-Man is chat. If Mass for Mass is here, Mass for Mass is chat.
Also, Techno Hotties and Thotties.
All of you, Techno Hotties and Thotties.
Techno Hotties, Techno Thotties.
They came for the Techno Hotties, and you were one of them, and I did stand up for you.
And then we all kissed in the rain, and it was hot.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who has what genitals, that's not how kissing works.
That's right, it has nothing.
It is just mouths.
It's just passion. Mouths and passion.
Also, I love that this opens with the same opening that the book does, with the, it's neither, not an accusation or a confession.
Mm-hmm. Generation of men who, even though they may have escaped its shells, were destroyed by the war.
By the war.
Of the Russians, we capture more than that every day.
Oh, you dirty.
Yep.
Dirty. You don't mime? This is a horrifying costume.
Yeah, I'm the French mime.
Where's the postman?
Hate that.
War is war, and stop is stop.
Mr. Postman.
You didn't leave the mail yet this morning.
Oh, nice. I like the
I'm
setup.
sorry, Mr. Meyer.
Hello, Himmelstos.
Himmelstos.
No, Master Peter.
Oh, there must be.
Here, you young rascal.
Yeah.
This
Must
is the
be, I
last
don't
mail
know.
I deliver anyhow. Tomorrow I change uniform.
You're going in the army?
Yes, I was called. I'm a sergeant in the reserves, you know.
I'll be called myself if it doesn't end in a few months. It will, though.
I'm sure you're right, Mr. Meyer.
Hell yeah, Ja, that's cool. We have some special plans with Burning Chrome.
Dude, hell yeah.
I don't want to make any hard layout mapping issue promises because plans can change, but there are a few of the things in the stack jaw that I will say I'm feeling they're short enough to maybe we can read through the whole thing in a session. We'll see.
Pretty cool.
We'll see. There's a few short manifesto style dealies that I think are suitable for the occasion. I'm a killer clown from France. Also, this shot is the one I was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, actually.
Nice.
This is what we must do. Strike with all our power. Give every ounce of strength to win victory before the end of the year. It is with reluctance that I bring this subject up again.
Oh, I just hate to bring this up, but I'm going to talk about it.
You boys should really sacrifice your youth.
You are
Murder
the brave
people.
heroes who will repulse the enemy when you are called upon to do so. It is not for me to suggest that any of you should stand up and offer to defend his country. But I wonder if such a thing is going through your heads. I know that in one of the schools, the boys have risen up in the classroom and enlisted in a mass. And of course, if such a thing should happen here, you would
Ouch.
not blame me for a feeling of pride. Perhaps some will say...
So I
that you
feel
should not
something.
be allowed
Do you feel any
to
differences from Medal of Honor 1?
You have
It
hoped
feels like it moves a
others.
lot
You
smoother.
should not be torn away.
I feel like the death animations are faster, and that's not to its detriment.
They would let
Yeah.
you perish rather than you.
But it does really feel a lot smoother.
I love this, like, yeah, the crossfade into, like, his internal brain.
Yeah.
After all, is a little experience such a bad thing for a boy?
It's a little experience.
Yeah, don't you want to go on a little army adventure?
Something from which we should
Yeah.
run. And if our young ladies glory in those who
Like, this
perish
is just
in
good,
identity
like, essential montage editing, you know? Just, like, through juxtaposition, creating and conveying meaning.
Yeah.
That has not been part of my
Dude saying one thing, image showing you another, and that dissonance, like, just, like, being vocabulary. It's...
Fucking doing the class.
That is cinema, dude.
Doing some true detective.
is a virtue.
It's the opposite of, like, oh, we need them to over-explain what we see because they might be looking at their phone.
Yeah.
But if losses
Like,
there must
it
be,
is literally
then
arresting.
let us
Like, I am
remember
also,
that
we're
that
pausing, like,
place
in the middle of, like, playing this to just be like, whoa.
Many a Roman
Right.
when he stood
Also
in
loving
battle in a
the
foreign
framing.
land. Those
Love
things
the
before
4-3
the
or 1-2.
best rose
Whichever
up
it
their
is.
Academy ratio, I think.
Yeah,
And
like,
fitting it is to die.
really been appreciating a lot of older films more recently, and I kind of want to keep diving more.
There's a thing, too, I feel, like, and this is what this is doing right now really well, is, like, it uses, like, the cinematic artifice
One of the masters.
to heighten what is a realistic scenario. And like, I know that sounds very like basic and foundational, but like, we don't do the cinematic artifice to heighten scenario anymore. We just try to do like realistic cinema.
Yeah, everything's like trying to go for that gritty
And
realism.
it's boring because like it's trying to be very muted and true to life as if you're like there, but at the same time on the macro level, I don't know the last time I watched a streaming series where there wasn't a flashback episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, structurally, like on the macro level, there's still like fantasy play with like timeline splitting and like forwarding, fast forwarding, like hopping around, non-linearity. The Stand miniseries, the most recent Stephen King one's very bad about this.
I wonder what you are going to do.
You know, there's that very clear, blatant artifice in the manipulation of time. But like on the micro level, like in the precision of the detail, it's trying way too hard to be realistic. Whereas like when people process things, they process them emotionally and they associate them with like vibes and feelings. And like memory isn't about like realistic fidelity. Like memory is, I think James Solis. It's either James Solis or Elmer Leonard who has this really good line where it's like memory is a bad actor. It goes for like effects.
Yeah.
It's not going for like truth.
Yeah.
It's going for what you
Like the
felt
best.
happened at the time. And so like, I don't know, these older movies, they have more hyper exaggerated cinematic devices, but they're in service of like conveying that like sense of emotional memory of a moment. Whereas like now we have stuff trying to convey a realistic, like, I don't know, there's something about like the want to escape into like a capitalist entrepreneur, like protagonist, like Marvel protagonist sort of mindset. That like, yeah, like sure, like I want this to feel real, but at the same time I want to be able to like rewind time in case I fuck up because I want like a safety to like this escapism.
Yeah.
And like that's just not a priority with this movie. This movie's about like heightening and selling like the emotional immediacy of like the text. Because that's something with the text too. Like it reads like it's written by a 19-year-old. Like there's books from like the 50s and 60s I've read that like feel more archaic or harder to decipher. Whereas like this book from the 30s, it feels like it's just a teenager being like, "Hey, I went through this. It fucking sucks." And like I really want you to understand it sucks. So I'm not gonna try to be like an aestheticist with the prose. Like I'm just directly telling you like this shit sucks. Man.
Shit sucks, and here's things of why it sucks.
And like it does achieve like very pretty moments of like poetic like prose shit, but it's like again like it's not, it's in service of like the sincerity or the honor of like the truth of the thing. It's not like trying to make war romantic.
Yeah. Funny. Little bean. Stop looking at
Anything you say, General.
You're so cute.
Ja, I am curious about the road home. I may pull that up like down the line. That's like the sequel book to All Quiet on the Western Front. I understand it has a sequel like black and white movie too, so I'm curious because
Okay.
franchising really wasn't a thing until the 70s.
Such a wild thought that we weren't born that long after that.
Yeah.
Like,
Good condition.
he really ruined that.
Long march. Well, I'm going to get the cavalry to ride. No cavalry for me. Infantry's where you see the fighting. Where are all the
Oh.
guns? That's what I want to know.
I want to know. I want to shoot some people.
Well, if I'm going to bump up the enemy, I
Yeah,
gotta
the only talk I have against this movie is like all these German kids just sound like Midwest, like transatlantic accent radio actors.
wait. About
Yeah.
a month, I'll be covered with them.
You what? Excuse me, Tommy?
Boots out of my face. Why, it's an honor to have those boots in your face. They're the best pair in the army. Why, I'll
Oh.
Just look at that special imported leather.
Yes.
Go to any place you like, except in my face. Not even a kitchen may look at
See, minor spoilers. The book starts with you seeing that guy getting amputated, like, you know, mid-battle, and then, well, like, post-battle.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Then just like, huh? What was this boy like before this fucked up
Yeah.
situation? Like, damn, okay.
One of my favorite parts of the book, I'm kind of curious if I catch it this time around watching the movie, because one of my favorite parts is they're talking about this guy, Himmelstoss, and they're all like, why is he such an asshole? And they're all like, well, like, the less power you had before the army, like, the more, like, of a power trip you can go in the military. Like, you can't do that in civilian life the way they can here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not rewarded in the same way.
I think, too, something reading this and watching Paths of Glory and reading The Iron Dream and just like a whole lot of this component of Spring. I think something unique to World War I was the kind of like abuse a commanding officer could levy and get away with, and like it's Paths of Glory is like a movie about like dudes who were tried for cowardice because they didn't go into like what was clearly like a fucking death gutter.
Yeah. Like what? You won't die for your country.
And like chain of command technology was not yet like fast enough for there to be like a good like immediate action reaction when like punishment and stuff needed to be decided. So like there was a lot of like free reign cruelty.
Well, I'll have to teach you. We'll spend
I mean,
the
in
whole
some ways,
day-
I'm like, oh, this is like unique to World War I, but I'm thinking about it, it's like, this is very similar to shit that was happening in the Fort Bragg Cartel as described, where like Delta Force was on the ground just doing fucking whatever.
Yeah, they're just like, well, you guys, you're free to do whatever.
Alright, let's go to a different map. I think there's another one that caught my eye.
Hell yeah. I love 3256 record scratch. You're probably wondering how I got here.
I mean, yes, because like, so, that line in part is...
Everything you want to learn? Forget.
Sorry, I'm being annoyed by the projector.
Your pain.
Yeah, it's getting real bad. It's getting real uppity. I don't know what I was trying to be uppity about.
I'll take you out of you. I'll make you hard boiled. I'll make soldiers out of you. I'll kill you.
Mr. All, make a man.
I'll give each of you boys a mustache ride until you're the best men there ever were.
What up, D. Hamill's Mammal? Alright, let's start a new... I'm going to press select to exit. We're going to start one more new multiplayer match, and then we'll get back to the campaign proper.
Hell yeah, Jari, part of me wants to shift your game left and fill the black with a 4x4 screen or continue the visual element spiral.
Get some Colton ratio up in here. These formation compositions, I love this, because like, to capture this all like precisely on analog film,
Right, the rehearsals.
outside with like the technology they had in 1930, like yeah.
And dude, like this dolly.
Okay, do you want to go to Squaresville or do you want to do Missionary?
Let's do missionary.
Oh right, this map better not suck because I really wanted to go to Squaresville, but I had to, get the pun in.
It's true.
We have no spirit.
What loadout do we want while we do Missionary? I don't want the bow, it sucks. I'm thinking this one, honestly.
Yeah, it looks good while we're doing missionary. Hell yeah.
Yeah. 3-2, I do want to get back to that record scratch cliche, because you're tapping into something I want to get at. Which is like Himmelstoss is occupying the middle manager position, like custom made for like the whole capitalist imperial engine. Like that is the middle class Kamala Harris wants to rescue, and she wants to not talk about the underclass because no one wants to talk about the underclass. They're icky. They deserve to be there because they're bad citizens.
Yeah, they're the constant threat of what will happen to you if you don't conform to the system.
But I bring it up because like that line so emblematic of like a solipsist like self-recognition of like ironic cheeky protagonist syndrome in movies that are like ironic cheeky protagonist romps. Like I think of the Thor movie, the Taika Waititi one. For a moment I was like, where are the Nazis? And I remembered I'm shooting Jacob.
I'd like to know what's in his mind. Yes, got it. I'm gonna
But you see kind of like the operative ideology here is just like that protagonist syndrome. That's a recurrent thing I want to kind of highlight as we keep going through things, because we keep talking about it, and we keep talking about it because like within that nugget of like protagonist syndrome, like people buy into that because they're conditioned by society and they're wondering like what is like a heroic person to be, what is like an ideal person to be, what is like how can I be like a good member of like the social circle. Like these are good ideas, like people like should engage civically and socially with each other, but like media is so good at co-opting those feelings into getting this sort of individualist solipsist idea going of like, how do I Luke Skywalker the situation?
Yeah. How do I solve this with a gun?
And you know, there are certain macro level issues like you have to do like at the macro level. Like I don't ever really want to espouse like a bootstrappy sort of like first principles, you have to fix yourself before you get out there, yada yada. Like I'm not trying to go on that, but like I do think just in being able to recognize these lenses and interpretations and like recognize how your feelings on things like, I mean, if your favorite movie is Star Wars, I'm not trying to sound intellectual by saying explore other movies, but like understand what that limits your perception of like what a movie is, like what a movie should contain. Like should it be a tightly wound just like plot-centric genre romp, or like should it dance and exercise uncomfortable and interesting feelings?
Yeah.
It'll take till midnight to dry our clothes. There goes the filthy ape now. While we slave over this mud, he goes off to have a good
Johnny, let me clip this so I'm participating in the experience.
Clip it.
Exactly, clip it.
Me too. That's
We're
gonna
here
be my
live
life.
at the Charlie Kirk headshot.
I'm gonna
Read the
fix
Book of
my-
Mormon.
I might
It's that way.
even
He says read the Book of Mormon, right? He says read something irreligious.
You're not gonna desert, are you? What?
Also, I would just like once again, as I'm babysitting this projector, to point out the Z-axis composition work going on in this movie.
Incredible stuff.
Oh, forward. Lie down.
Go ahead and kill me. Do it.
Do it!
Lie down. Roll forward.
This too, like him up there. Yeah.
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 Yeah, we're assaulting this boy.
Well, no, they're beating their officer.
You guys are gonna be in a lot of trouble when you tell me who did it.
Yeah, Jacob, what research did you do for your role as the Nazi antagonist?
They see. What do they?
So he has Italian blood.
It's true. Yeah, from the
Old
accents,
country.
you know. Really dug down deep in my roots. I was like, what else? How can I become the worst Nazi? Oh no! There's actually some fast cutting in this movie too, which
Yeah.
I'm a surprise for a 1930s movie.
Like, look at just the density of this.
It's wild, like. I think the other thing too is just like how different this is from movies nowadays. Like everything is gimbals, everything is like super shallow depth.
Yeah,
of
I think
field and-
even like this frame is
Yeah.
so good, and then the explosions on the horizon, like yeah. I don't know. There's just such a good, real sense of them getting into the dirt as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too, Jal. Like really good storytelling through the sound design. There's again what I was talking about earlier, where like it's towards like ultimately like a realistic macro idea, but it's that heightened cinematic device, and
Hey, come on.
I think those heightened cinematic devices in a more contemporary blockbuster setting are there to reassure safety, whereas here it's to poke and prod at like emotional like questions. Like questions of feeling. I don't even mean like in a pretentious like macro thematic sense. It's just like the shot's gonna make you feel a rush, and then the way this is cut is gonna psychologically make you feel like a breathe moment, and then you're like back in the dirt here. Like,
This is so cool.
Must have gone home for that wood.
I didn't like that mid-Atlantic accent.
yeah.
That's right, it's just me and the German boys having some stoop waffles.
I suppose this is where we bunked.
I just picture like a Casey Kasem type voice.
Yeah.
Son, we miss you. Dear Casey, here we are on the German front lines. Once high school,
The year is 1916.
1960.
I didn't know.
Well, you know now.
You know now,
Yes, of course.
dear Casey. Oh, Lord. German top 40.
When did we eat? Don't remind me. I was fine until you spoke. Where are we, anyway? I don't know. The name on the railroad station's been shut off.
There must be something to eat somewhere.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ask those fellas.
That's them fellers right over there. Well,
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Weston.
Oh, meat catering. A better farmer never lived.
And Mr. Chod. Sit down. You see, we haven't eaten since breakfast. Thought maybe you could tell us what we ought to do about it. Eat without further delay. Well, what's funny about that?
It's a bad town to bring an appetite to, soldier. We've been here since yesterday morning, and we've been living on bale hay and razor blades.
We're willing to
Bale
buy our-
hay and razor
Where's
blades.
the canteen?
you should see my
The only
asshole.
canteen in these regions is out looking
It does
for
not
supplies.
pass
Ever
nicely.
hear of Kaczynski? Who? Kaczynski.
Kaczynski.
The famed clown.
25 miles. He'll be the one to get it.
Kaczynski is a legit dude, though.
I know, but I have heard of his name, but cannot for the life of me remember why I've heard that name.
I don't know if I mentioned Kaczynski last time, but he's the dude who, like, he cooks a goose for Paul at one point, and he's always raiding around for food. I really like how they introduce this character here with this, like, raiding the goat truck. Which, again, just, like, the gristle of him being under that truck in the rain, in the mud, in the dirt, just, like, reflecting the water and sheening.
Yeah, just all of the textures.
Pig, yeah.
Well, I gotta eat, boys.
I highlighted there's a segment where he cooks a goose for Paul, and Paul's like, I love this man. And I was like, I love that he just so openly does that. It doesn't have to be like this, you know, Ferric Jaeger, like we both touched each other's truncheons innuendo. You could just admit, like, no, I care about this person.
Yeah, right. Just be earnest. It's okay to just like care for friends. You know, like some things are gay, but some things aren't gay. You know.
Yeah, well, right now though, I'm trying to shoot your ass, so like, fucking
true.
die.
I need your fucking back though. I love you, but also death. Oh, nice job from the street waffle comment. I'm glad.
Have you got any cigarettes, cigars, or soap?
Just the mid-Atlantic street waffle.
Right?
Are you crazy? There ain't enough here for us.
But honestly, like, I see what you meant earlier, or the other day when you were talking about how, like,
Bring everything in.
you kind of forget that it is about Germany because, like, it just works for really any country.
general,
like,
yeah.
like, war sucks, and the things you're like,
To the strength of the book, too, that's a huge takeaway that Paul has from all of this. He's like, I don't care what your nationality is, like, we should, none of us have to deal with this shit.
yeah.
You got the wiring detail tonight?
Well,
Past the graveyard?
is it lunch?
It's quiet tonight.
couple of things.
Thanks, I'd rather do it alone. These babes get killed off too fast.
Tell the Lori's waiting.
Last night I was too hungry to sleep. Tonight, when I get the wrinkles out of my gut, they think up wiring duty.
Well, here's your chance, heroes. For the father. Come on, get your stuff and get out of here.
You fucking mine. You know I hate that shit.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this looks good too. Fuck.
Damn, dude.
They got dudes on that truck.
Love the pointy hats.
Seajaw.
Let him drive any way he wants. Suppose he breaks your arm. You get sent home.
Suppose he does, eh?
A lot better than having a hole in your
Fucking.
I
tells you.
The German part of New York.
It's so funny. Where's you from, kid? Berlin.
That ride you gave us didn't kill us nothing.
Be on time. I don't want to miss my breakfast.
It's so fucking funny. You know why he tells him? I tells him his mother is terrible making Wiener Schnitzel.
You better wait for your army, Papa.
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 He's Papa. Listen, children. All we gotta do is to string a little wire. We pick it up at the dump and carry it to where we need it.
I don't know about you, Jacob, but like, this seems like the stupidest thing to me. I don't mean the movie's stupid. I mean just the concept in general that this was an aspect of warfare in World War I, where like, yeah, go put the razor wire back up. Like, just posting stakes and barbed wire. Like, it's just funny to me that like, it's like, was barbed wire that hot a technology? Because it's not.
I mean, I guess so for them.
And it's happened to me.
I honestly don't know, man. I've got that one.
Like, I know World War I, like, is where the whole no man's land conception begins, and it's just like, yeah, there's just a fucking slew of like mud and barbed wire that like it does nothing for anyone.
Yep. So it's a big death.
The things we've got to watch out for are the light ones. They don't give you much warning. They go.
That's one of the things I find interesting about World War I is like the depiction of battles is much more muddy than like the kind of clean cinematic action of World War II movies.
Bury yourselves deep into it. Just keep your eyes on me. When you see me flop, you flop. Only try to beat me to it.
World War II a bit more mechanical.
Yeah, that's when we had like some like fun planes and shit.
The fun planes, the fun parts of the war.
Yeah, the ones where we could like have like, well, I guess we have like the Red Baron from, you know.
Yeah, Red Baron was World War I.
Like, that's pretty tight.
They did have planes in World War I think it's more about the speed of like communications. Also, World War I is kind of a practice.
True.
World War II is like, okay, we got the uniform ironed.
That's when Germany was like, let's make the biggest of everything for no fucking reason.
Well, there are reasons, all right.
I mean, there was, but like they had that like giant missile.
Oh, you're talking about like the cartoonish like proportions or aspirations of like the Nazi scientist type stuff. Yeah.
And they would do. I'm just remembering that giant gun that like they couldn't fire unless everyone plugged their noses in their ears, or it would just like burst their fucking lungs when they shot it. It was like.
Yeah, I
really
remember they had
impressive.
a few things like that where, yeah, they were just trying to like, it's a big tank. It's like, okay, this is impractical. And like, you're just going to end up shooting like fake inflated vehicles we have like out there. Yeah.
Which honestly, that's the stuff that really still interests me is like.
The Looney Tunes shit?
Yeah. Like, or how they would make like a fake tree and then replace the fake tree in the middle of the night. So that way they could have someone post up inside of it and people would not realize it. Or like, when photography, like they would take like photos of land masses from like a plane in World War I, then develop it as soon as possible, trying to get up-to-date information. But it's like, damn, that's not the information age.
Those two wars really hammered out logistics that was into the global economic structure for trade, all that fun exploitation shit.
I was gonna say, I've got that like
and police actions on the Middle East because they aren't Christian.
Okay. I've got that Dan Harmon World War I VR.
The hard. Oh yeah.
Like,
That might be a good summer shuffle one. I think maybe I have an idea for what we could do during that. Although he might talk enough to us like I shouldn't be reading a thing during this.
yeah. Hi, Bernie.
God damn.
You sleepy? Would you like your seat up here, Barney? Is that what you're complaining about?
Yeah, I know The Wire like has that purpose of dampening foot advances, but like, I guess it just funnels into like my general broader war's stupid beliefs. Like, yeah, I know there's specificity and there's like a will actually like Tom Clancy explanation to debrief me on like why that's like actually not senseless. It's like, is it not senseless or is there just like a lot of lore making it sound like it makes sense?
We must kill everyone.
I'm gonna have to fucks with this HDMI cable because
Barney.
it's a little in and out.
Let's not lick our toes.
What's the risk of life bringing them in?
But it's Spain.
Barney, when you start paying your vet bills, then you can lick your toes all you want.
No matter who it is.
Damn. Your friend's dead, man.
Don't any of you ever do that again.
Fucking. That dude ain't breathing.
Dude ain't breathing.
Listen, my man, that's his last pay of lederhosen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ja, that too. That's something that I always forget when I rewatch Passive Glory, and then I watch it, and Passive Glory is so good at selling the absurdity of that. Like, the way they had to, like, wire telephone line to each other to make calls up and down the field and stuff.
Oh yeah, just
There's no radio or walkie-talkies.
man. It's been honestly terrifying and interesting seeing the Ukrainian drone wars.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Terrifying, yes.
Yep. So you know, learn how to fly a drone.
Were you the one who mentioned the death count last stream? Was that a conversation we had on stream or off stream? Something about the death count being...
I feel like we talked about it on stream. I forget how it was brought up.
Yeah, it was an exceedingly high stat, because I remember using it to talk just about like the reskinning of like just violence into something more palpable or ignorable. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, the Gulf War did not take place.
Yep.
Strait of Hormuz is not happening.
Yeah.
If it were, Donald Trump would look silly and ineffective.
It's true.
That's not happening.
It's not happening at all.
It's not happening at all, folks.
It's not happening to that pedophile.
I like how we're just, yeah.
The feed also goes out on on stream, which
Yeah, so they just get to see guys. We are just like, I'm just winging it based on the analog rumbles when that happens.
yeah, she's like, okay, stop it.
Take your hands off that.
You walked into that bullet. I'm gonna jiggle the analog a moment, but while doing that, we're gonna let this movie rip.
Ooh, let's see. Yeah, what's this movie we got? God, that's a cool shot.
Get up.
Son of a... Look at that.
Don't be so snooty. You may wish you had this back. About 2 more days of this. Brass bit's end of a piece of bread's gonna taste just like a hunk of fruitcake.
Yeah, this whole set.
This ought to be a bad one.
I
Yeah.
don't mind the face much.
It's keeping up all night. 2 more days makes a week, kid. Then you can say you've been under fire.
You're not scared, are you? Oh, I was just asking, that's all. Want to play some more? Do you?
You boys want to do that?
Sure. All right, Mike. You better get your boot back before Oscar eats that.
Kid's all right.
The kid's all right.
Is he though? Got Arthur Fonzarelli and just punch it.
He didn't want to come to the floor. No, it isn't Bane. It isn't Bane. It's Cameron. It's me. Shut up, will you? It's bad enough in here as it is.
Everything's all right, Ron. You're dreaming.
Hear you play for a moment.
You're just dreaming, I guess. Next, hut.
Eddie. Rise is getting worse. Men and 2 more dugouts gone. However, we'll do our best to get some food up here by evening.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to kill that guy. But also, man,
The guy's losing his goddamn marbles. This shit's cool. Oh, damn. Cave in.
What did you do that for? Shut up.
He's losing his goddamn mind, dude.
Now,
He's freaking the fuck out. Nice.
pop.
you all right now?
Okay, so not the guy sitting down.
Couldn't hold out much longer.
Nice.
No, don't. He's been hit in the stomach. He doesn't have anything to drink. Get a stretcher. Where'd it get you, Camrick?
Oh no, not Kemrick.
No.
Here it is, sir. Take his head. All right, take him out. Serious, sir? I'm not sure. Tell the others he's all right. Yes, sir.
Going to fight? Why don't we fight? Why don't we go over?
Yeah, surely they'll just let us fight and not kill us.
Let's do something! Let's go after him! Sit down!
Cookavard had any guts, he'd try to bring something through.
He's so far behind the lines he can't hear the shooting!
Here's Cat.
Any luck?
We'll have to split this up among us.
Nothing to eat!
We need water, too.
Yes. And
That like consistent pummel with the sound design. Is good shit.
Yeah, gross. Dread party. Jerry, how bad would this hole smell? Probably awful.
Yeah, like there's like the dead bodies, there's the puke, there's the blood, there's the shit, there's the piss, there's the rats.
Sweat, there's...
God, he describes rats as big as dogs being in the books, and they're just munching on your friends' bodies.
Yeah, Jesus. Get some trench foot.
Yeah.
Gangrene. All sorts of fun, crazy shit, you know? Damn. Yeah, this sweeping shot going through.
Yeah, it
so
reminds me of
fucking cool.
1917, but like good.
Yeah.
Because I remember like that movie washed out of my brain so fast after I saw it.
Right, like I liked it.
I liked
the concept fun.
I was skeptical of the idea, honestly. I think by the time I saw it when it came out, like, you know, a week, like I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Like I did have the faith to like give it a go, but like I was very skeptical because like by that point I was like, I don't know, we're at a point with Wonders where like just because they're like an ostentatious wonder doesn't mean it's good.
For me, I liked it more than Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
I think that told them about the same distance.
and not that much. Like, yeah, like they're both kind of like meh.
Yeah.
As far as like staying in my memory.
They're very like fetishizing the there's the aspects of like realism in tone.
Yeah.
Similar to that, I'm just keeping my eyes vigilant in these halls.
Yeah, 3-2. The trench foot definitely doesn't have the smell.
I think it is pretty astute of you to draw the comparison between it and Dunkirk, though.
Like that was because I'm pretty sure they were both World War I, right?
Dunkirk's World War II, if I remember right, because it's a retreat from the Nazis.
Yeah, but again, like a quote unquote singular event or whatever. Like, you know.
Well, I remember Dunkirk, the thing is, like, you never see the Nazis. They're treated as kind of like a force rising, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
But, like, I didn't...
I think someone other than Nolan, Christopher Nolan, right? I feel like...
Yeah, because I think what Christopher Nolan was fascinated with there was, like, decentralizing the protagonism, but it just wasn't, like, a very interesting decentralizing. Like, instead you're just kind of, like, watching dudes fight the war, but then, like, it tries at the end to, like, land, like, emotional arcs with them, making choices and stuff, but it's like, I don't know, it's felt so impersonal this whole time. I don't really care for any of these people, man.
Yeah, like, it was also trying to be, like, this weird redemptive story, if I remember correctly. It was, like, guys who were maybe, like, not gonna, like, these people wouldn't have given up their lives before, but suddenly there was, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. It was something, like, kind of, like, getting, like, countrymen to be excited about going to war and dying, which I'm never a fan of, because it was like, well, no.
Yeah, like, there is, like, the nationalism angle of it, especially, like, it's, like, a pro-nationalist, like, going into World War II excuse thing.
Yeah.
If this ever gets heard by British people, I'm sure we're offending some kind of reactionary UK person. But you know what? They probably also voted for Brexit, unless I'm just being extremely hyperbolic and prejudicial. But you know what? I don't care. Nationalism sucks, guys.
Because, guys, we can't be perfect here.
Imagine being a nationalist for the British, whose whole thing is stealing other national cultures.
It's true. And not using any of all the spices that they stole from everywhere. And just instead eating eels and beans and toast. Take that, you fucking Nazi. Yeah, that crane shot earlier, Johnny, was awesome. And this one too, fuck man. Damn!
Yeah, I was very impressed with these battles.
Yeah, just the volume of people. I think I'd much prefer to just fly a fucking drone in rather than have to, like, you know, make myself.
You can just not do war. Like, it doesn't have to be done with drones. It doesn't have to be done with people.
Unfortunately, blood must spill.
We can just not do the whole endeavor, guys. We can just not.
But I have to live vicariously through other murderers.
Is Alex Karp even like married or have kids or anything like that? I was just like, why do we not hear from the spouses of these dorks about what kind of human beings they actually are? Like, I know why we don't, like obviously, but
For
like,
sure, but yeah, I find it quite interesting.
just like we'd be like, hey guys, what are these people's social relationships like in their immediate positions in the world? Like, they can go on Twitter and have Elon Musk's lie machine like fucking jerk them off all they want and make it look important, but like never really like,
Yeah.
how's this dude with his kids? Does he have kids?
There we go, Jari. We strap blood packs to the robots if we want it spilled.
The blood packs are from real slaughtered orphans because we still just do that.
Yeah, because like we can't have fake, because like there's some dumb fucking capitalist excuse why not.
Blood from the blood machine.
Yeah, dude. The movie, guys, you should definitely watch the show Blood Drive from Sci-Fi Channel. It was great.
These sounds. Did we already pass earlier when they were like laying wire at night and they got like a flare shot up and then a bombardment started with like the nighttime cinematography? I remember that looking
I
very.
don't think I saw it. I think just the last big. I can't believe this
is
is still going on.
Yeah, and it's not like exhausting.
No, and it's just like also like you're following so many different people. God, they're paying people 5 cents a day to have like dirt blood up next to them.
Just for inflation, like it's like that's $12 an hour.
Yeah. $7.25. Too funny.
You can't hold this position, man. Back to your own line. Turn left. Jordan. Get out of there.
I was like, oh god. Hell yeah. Ooh, dangerous.
What's up?
Cutting off the top of the bottle of wine. Like sharp glass you're taking a drink from.
Oh,
It's like, don't think you meant to do that, but you know. Nice. More destroyed. Damn, yeah. Sing along, boys!
yeah.
Fill it up.
What do you mean you're too tired? You got dysentery? Sing fucking harder. You're not getting food now.
Yep.
What do you want?
Man.
You homely looking son of a frog's leg, what do you think I want?
Shut up! I'll feed you when you're all here.
We're all here now.
Only half the company's here. Get the rest. Wake 'em up.
I wish I could wake him up. There's 80 of us left. The rest is in dressing stations or pushing up daisies.
80.
Pushing up daisies.
And I cook for 150.
Famous German
All right,
phrase.
we'll have enough for one. Come on, dish out. You mean you'll cook beans for 150, and you got bread for 150, and sausage for 150, and tobacco for 150?
Everything. It's all wrong. I should have been notified.
What a feast! Everyone gets 2 issues.
Actually, this is where the movie, like, this is where the book actually starts, where they're all like, oh, we have 80 dudes now, but food for 150,
Yeah.
and I don't want to feed you.
You drew rations for the second company, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, we're the second company.
I've got my orders.
That's right. We're the second company. And if only half of us get back, that's our good luck. Come on, dish it out.
No!
Listen, dude, there's 100 people that just fucking get rid of this
Yeah,
idiot.
we're just gonna jump you,
All we
dude.
want to hear out of you is one more little hit that we'll cut you up and eat you raw. While you keep your kitchen so far back in the lines, we never get anything to eat until it's cold, and we're asleep. Now, you low-down rat, give out, or we wreck the joint to help back there. Come on, give us a food.
Let's go, Cap.
Hey! What's going on here? He's cooked for 150, sir, and he only wants to give us half. Looks pretty good.
Yes,
Serve the whole issue. The men can use it.
yes, sir.
Wow. Now you look like a real proper dickhead.
All right, take it all. Take everything. Give them honey. Give them what they want.
Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Anybody else? I want to take this one.
Don't mind me.
Well, that's all right. Don't mention it.
Oh, hell yeah, Jari, sending a link to an article about the making of this movie.
Hell yeah.
Nice. And also, Henry, I was comparing the tone of this meal prep with the Bananas Foster prep and Gravity's Rainbow.
Ooh.
Love good Bananas Fosters.
I'm sure Pension
I wonder.
had
when
to
are we
have read
going
the
back to
book,
the front?
had to have been a fan of it.
Tomorrow.
There's such a understanding of like a failure of systems and like the Kafkaesque.
You know, if they're going to
In
march us
that.
in again tomorrow, we ought to go see how Kemrick is.
Good idea. Do that. How far is the dressing station?
About 2 miles.
We could take his things to him.
It seems rotten to think of a thing like that happening to him. A nice fellow like Kemrick.
The French certainly deserve to be punished for starting this war.
Everybody says it's somebody else.
Well, how do they start a war?
Well, one country offends another.
How could one country offend another? You mean there's a mountain over in Germany gets mad at a field over in France?
Well, stupid. One people offends another.
Oh, that's it. I shouldn't be here at all. I don't feel offended.
It don't apply to tramps like you.
Good. Then I can be going home right away.
You just try it.
Yeah, you want to get shot?
The Kaiser and me. Me and the Kaiser felt just alike about this war. We didn't either of us want any war, so I'm going home. He's there already.
Somebody must have wanted it. Maybe it was the English. No, I don't want to shoot any Englishmen. I never saw one till I came up here. And I suppose most of them never saw a German till they came up here. Oh, I'm sure they weren't asked about it.
Well, it must be doing somebody some good.
Not me and the Kaiser.
I think maybe the Kaiser wanted a war.
You leave us out of this.
I don't see that. The Kaiser's got everything he needs.
Well, they never had a war before. Every full-grown emperor needs one war to make him famous. Why, that's history.
Yeah, generals too. They need war.
Manufacturers, they get rich.
I think war is a kind of fever.
Man, damn.
Damn, dude. Is this movie woke?
Here it is. We didn't want it. The English didn't want it. And here we are, fighting.
I'll tell you how it should all be done.
Manufacturers,
Whenever there's a
damn.
big war coming on, You should rope off a big field
And sell tickets.
yeah. And
Like, this is a great stitching together of, like, several conversations that are spread across the book.
take all the kings and their cabinets and their generals, put them in the center, dressed in their underpants, and let them fight it out with clubs. The best country wins.
Well, now that Cat's settled everything, let's go see Kemmerer.
Something interesting might happen on the way.
Boy, me and the Kaiser want you back in time to march tomorrow. Don't forget.
Oh, the half tracks, eh?
There he is.
Hello, Kemmerer.
How are you?
How's it going?
How are things going? Are they looking after you all right?
How are they treating you? Fine.
All right.
I mean, Ja, that's just what, like, G Gundam is, and I fucking love the idea. Why don't we just have a big fighting robot tournament? Every country do socialism that funds a national mech, and we just do Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Hell
On
yeah.
a floating artificial continent in the Pacific.
Dude, on the giant Pacific garbage patch.
Yeah, we can make it completely out of recycled materials, you know?
Like, it's all there.
Well again.
If we build it, they will come.
That's the main thing.
To Rock'em
It
Sock'em.
looks good, too.
To Rock'em Sock'em Island.
Welcome to Rock'em Sock'em Island. Two giant robots. Doo 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 doo.
Oh, man.
Okay, your foot hurt when your leg's been...
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, Kimber's all fucked up right now, huh? Yep.
Yep.
Look at that classical lighting. Fuck, man.
I don't know.
That's how you shoot someone sick in bed.
Yeah, dude.
Lego.
Yeah, dog.
Why didn't they tell me? Why didn't they tell me? When they tell me, now I can't walk anymore. You must be thankful that you come off with only that.
Yeah, you have to be grateful.
Yeah, dog. At least your face isn't fucking disfigured. Or, you know, you're not shitting into a bag. That's pretty cool.
Can, yeah. They make artificial
Yeah, there's a
lights.
doctor in the book. They stopped at a hospital at one point. And there's a doctor that just, like, everybody has arched feet in his eyes, so he's just flattening everybody's feet. Just to get them, just to have a little notch on his record saying he cured someone, you know, just to meet quota.
Oh, yeah, just something.
That's a marvelous pair of boots.
Dude, yes, Jari. Imagining Rock'em Sock'em Island looking like Waterworld with speedboats circling.
Yes.
Like, yeah, dude.
If you're not going to be using these, Franz, why don't you leave them
I
with
think we
us?
can sell the president on this idea.
Dude, we absolutely could sell the president on this idea.
I can use them.
Fuck, we could sell Mark Zuckerberg on this idea. Nice.
We'll be going, Franz. Oh, don't go.
Yeah,
Just
Franz.
a little while longer. I'll come right back.
We'll be coming soon again, Franz. I know you'll be feeling better, Franz. Goodbye, Franz.
You think you'll last the mess?
You don't think...
Done for.
Boys, you go along. I'll see you later.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Paul.
All right, Paul.
Yeah, boys.
I'm sorry, Paul. I wouldn't touch a thing of his if he could use it. I'd go barefoot over barbed wire for him if it'd do him any good. Only why should some orderly get those boots?
I understand, Mother. We're all alike out here.
Boo.
And good boots are scarce.
Good boots are made for walking.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the doctor to come, please.
Can't putting your life back, brother.
Doctor, the man in the next bed would like to see you, sir. I've done everything I can for him. There's no helping him. Poor little fellow.
says next time, Franz.
You think I'll ever get well?
Of course.
You really think so?
Sure, once you get over the operation. I don't think so. Franz, don't talk nonsense. Well, you
I
really
mean,
knew.
he gets it.
Yeah, he knows what's up. It's like, nah, man, I can feel my body. I've been here.
My brother, we are in World War One.
Dog, we don't have penicillin.
Dog, it's 1916, and I have no income. Like, I'm not landed gentry.
Dude, we're doing cocaine because there's ghosts in our blood, you know?
I can't even afford to do that because I'm poor. Like,
coke is just in everything at this point. But that banana rubber,
Oh, but Franz, you
not
must
so much.
try to sleep now.
Not kissing.
Oh, God. This is Franz Kemmer. Only 19 years old. He doesn't want to die. Please don't let him die.
Jesus.
Whoa. Take my boots home, Muller.
Oh, no, Franz, no.
Franz, no.
Well, if I have my watch, send it home.
Franz! Doctor! Doctor!
Doctor! Doctor! Where's the doctor?
Yeah, right, Jerry. Stop crying. God.
Doctor, come quick, Franz. Tell me like you're dying.
I'm dying. The thing every human does. Fucking baby.
You should be honored for dying for country or something, right?
Yeah, right? Isn't it like whatever? You get 72 virgins, but they're all fucking incels.
But my ice bonus doesn't pay out till I'm here for 5 years.
Yep. I can't count. How many is 5? Is it this many?
Do you know how loud it is on the Western Front? I don't know, Al, man. I hear there's a constant patter of gunfire and shelling, and it just becomes a drone over time that you normalize. Over time, you don't even feel like you have to say anything. You're just
God, this backlight.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
Like this whole everyone, I was just like, damn, dude, they picked the right spot at the right time.
I bet he stole those bullets.
Right, like they had to work with the daylight and just like, again, analog film. Like if you overexpose it, it explodes.
Yep.
Listen, the sum of an arithmetic series is S equals A plus L times N over 2. Interesting, isn't it?
What do you want to learn that?
Bro, who the fuck is doing math right now?
Stop a bullet that'll all be wasted.
I got a lot of fun out of it.
Oh.
Muller, I saw him die. I didn't know what it was like to die before.
And then I came outside, and it felt so good to be alive that I started in to walk fast. I began to think of the strangest things, like being out in the fields, things like that. You know, girls.
Goils?
Something electric running from the ground up through me. And I started. And I began to run hard, and I passed soldiers, and I heard voices calling us. And I ran, and I ran. And I felt as if I couldn't breathe enough air into me. And now I'm hungry.
I don't mind the war now. It'd be a pleasure to go to the front in boots like these.
Pleasure. After watching my friend die and still in these boots, it would be a pleasure to fucking wear them on the front lines and also die.
Cool cursed boots you got there.
Like, damn, dude. New shoes, new man. Who dis?
Bad blood boots.
Boots with the fur, I guess.
Oh, whoa, holy
Damn.
shit.
Nice. Whoa. What are these fellas shooting at?
It's a good invention just the same. If you crack each separate louse, think of all the energy you use up. Watch. Burned to death. How was patrol? Bad? Must have been terrible if they had time to gather in the harvest.
We passed the cherry tree, and when he saw it, he sort of went crazy. I could hardly drag him away.
Beautiful. I have a big orchard with cherry trees at home. When they're in full blossom, from the hayloft, it looks like one single sheet. So white.
Perhaps you can get leave soon.
You may even be sent back as a farmer.
A woman can't run a farm alone. That's no good, you know.
No matter how hard she works.
Harvest coming on again.
What's the matter with him?
Got a letter yesterday from his wife. He wants to get back to his farm.
We'd all like to get back home. It comes to that.
I wonder what we'd do if it were suddenly peacetime again.
Get drunk and look for women? I'd go looking for a Cinderella that could wear this for a garter. And when I found her, nobody'd see me for 2 weeks.
I'll go back to the peat fields. And those pleasant hours in the beer gardens.
And there's worse things than coupling, too. Look, like that. Would give you a kick in the backside for starting all this.
It's all right for all you to talk. You've got something to go back to. Wives, children, jobs. But what about
Me,
us?
I want to
What have we
synergize
got to
data
go back
sets into
School?
spreadsheets that
Why
explain
not?
how we can
You know everything
optimize our
already?
business for the next
A man
quarter.
can't take all
Yeah.
that rubbish they teach you seriously.
Something that really changes the world.
That's the meaning I'm really searching for in my
You can't
life.
peel that off
Listen.
as easily as a sock.
I wake up
Never
every
thought of
day
anything really.
and I kiss every
How
shareholder
to
on
light
the
a cigarette
forehead.
for wind, or make a fire out of wet wood, or bayonet a man in the belly instead of the
I
lips
suck
where it
off
gets
every
jammed.
single shareholder.
What can happen to us afterwards?
I'll tell you. Take our class.
You know,
Out of 20,
if you weren't, what would you be
3
sharing
officers.
or holding?
9 dead,
That's a good
Fuller
point.
and 3 others wounded, and 1 in the
Yeah, dude,
madhouse.
everybody's fucking dying.
We'll
Fuck.
all be dead someday, so let's forget it.
That's right. That's what must be dying.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
What's up?
Camera store.
There is justice in the army.
Well, well. So we are all here, huh?
A bit longer than you, Hemmy.
Since when have we become so familiar? Stand up there and put your hands together. All of you!
Take a run and jump.
KPI till I die. Tatted across my arm. Amazing job.
Beautiful.
Come on, Jewish or superior officer! Do you want to be court-martial, please?
I do. It's going to be a big attack tonight.
No, I was born to do ROI sheets.
Will you obey my orders?
Kiss my foot. It isn't customary to ask for salutes here. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll going to attack a town that we tried to take once before. Many killed and many wounded. It was great fun. This time you're going with us. If any of us stops a bullet, before we die, we're going to come to you, click our heels together and ask stiffly, please, Sergeant Himmelstoss, may we go?
You'll pay for this. You.
Oh!
Here it is. Right on time. Better get ready, boys.
There comes the sirens that warn up the air raid. Although I think that's a World War II song, if we're being honest.
I moved it.
Just a scratch, you yellow rat. Up! Get on with the others. Up! You yellow rat.
Get out there, you're not dead yet.
Thinking yellow rat. Let the others do it, eh? Get up! Get up! Get up!
Forward! Forward! Down here!
I do like, because it's been rendered into a more linear narrative of just showing us instead of just Paul telling us random backstory, not fully random, but like you really feel Paul's anger at Himmelstoss there, because it's like, yeah, dude, like he's seen people, like his classmates dying, and this fucking postman who is an asshole to them is like being a coward here.
Yeah, crying about his hurt finger.
Like, there's an anger to be had at Himmelstoss when this happens in the book as well, but like, just like the narrative ordering of events here being different makes it hit the same from a different angle. It's really good adaptation work, you know?
Yeah.
Through a cemetery, yeah. Oh, that's a good frame.
Yeah.
Counterattack!
There's also like hasn't been like an in-universe like character to look at the screen and tell the audience what specifically World War I is about at all. It just takes it at
just
value that like you understand, like, yeah, there's World War I's happening, guys. You know what that is. I think it's interesting because I think the impulse to have that explanation comes from like a genre filmmaking, like sci-fi fantasy realm of like needing to world build, instead of there being like a common or shared consensus of like the world or an assumption of values therein. This lighting.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. This remind me of like the trenches in Apocalypse Now when he goes back to the one USO show place and it's all wrecked.
Yeah.
I want to help you. I want to help you.
So long, guy. You're going to die anyway.
You won't die. No. You won't die. They're only little wounds. You'll get home. You'll be all right.
We can still stitch you up, buddy.
Yeah, but there's nothing. You should have seen the last guy.
People survive wars all the time.
Buddy, you live to fight again. Isn't that what you want to do?
Damn, that's pretty grim.
Yeah.
Again, this is a pre-code movie, so they get away with like a nice amount of violence and just like...
Yeah, just reality.
Yeah. Yeah, right, because it's not like violence in like a exploitation sense. It's just like, no, yeah, it gets pretty grim and heavy.
That's why you accuse me.
Don't you want to be in World War III, buddy?
Tried to keep you alive.
That's right, Ja.
If you jumped in here again, I wouldn't do it. You see, when you jumped in here, you were my enemy, and I was afraid of you. But you're just a man like me, and I killed you. Forgive me, comrade. Say that for me. Say you forgive me.
Yeah, buddy, you gotta. You just gotta.
So you're better off than I am. You're through. They can't do any more to you now. Oh, God, why did they do this to us? We only wanted to live, you and I. Why should they send us out to fight each other? If we threw away these rifles and these uniforms, you could be my brother, just like Cat and Albert. You'll have to forgive me, comrade. I'll do all I can. I'll write to your parents. I'll write to... your wife. I'll write to her. I promise she'll not want for anything. And I'll help her, and your parents too. Only forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Nice.
thing happened yesterday. I stabbed a man. With my own hand, stabbed him.
I know how it is. The first time. Never mind, the stretcher bearers will find him.
No, he's dead, Cat. I watched him die.
You couldn't do anything about it. We all have to kill him. We can't help it. That's what we are here for. Look there, for instance.
That got him. You should have seen how he leaped in the air.
That fella heads the shootin' list for today with 3 hits. If he keeps it up, he'll have a decoration for his buttonhole this evening. Now, don't you lose any more sleep over this business.
Maybe it was because I was out there with him so long, huh?
Sure, that's it.
After all, war is war.
Whoa. I was like, cool, a lot of people on a bridge, and then it goes up and it's like, oh, there's more people back there.
Right, I was just thinking...
How many extras, you know?
Right, what's the movie Atonement, whenever they have that big beach scene?
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of level of, like... But they keep doing them. They're like, yes, and another beach scene. Hey, man, these men are all being paid a nickel a day.
Uncommissioned officers, billet your men. Dismiss. Come on, let's get out of here. A beer, one beer.
Oh.
Here's hoping we get falling down drunk.
Here's how it started.
Nice.
Yeah, I do like that when you direct hit them, there's like a cartoonish...
I'd forgotten there were girls like that.
There aren't.
Just look at those thin little shoes. She couldn't march many miles in those.
Oh, don't speak about marching. You're boring the young lady.
Yeah, all right, Paul.
How's...
You're boring the ladies, and when you bore the ladies, we have to go take a smoke break and rethink our game. So
Facts.
we're gonna take a break, folks. We're gonna stand up. We're gonna stretch. It's getting about time to swap out that battery. It's 9:15 here, CST, Thursday night with TECHNOPOVERTY.
Here, techno hotties.
You know what? Stand up, stretch, smoke them if you got them, and enjoy the new bumper screen. We'll be back shortly, Techno Hotties and Thotties.
Oh, snap, people.
How old do you think she is?
Oh, that's right, buddy. I know you're embarrassed.
22? No. That'd make her older than us. She's
22, older women, eh?
17.
17. And yes, Jerry, Barney is tiny. I think Barney's 8 pounds now. Full-grown teddy bear, you know?
We wouldn't have much of a chance with him around.
Whoa. Hey, fuck you, dude.
take a bath, wash our clothes, all right? I might even go so far as to get beloused.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. She's a long way from here now.
Look at the date, May 1917.
4 months ago.
That's true. Well, here's to her anyway.
Here's to them all. Everywhere.
Interesting framing there. I like it.
Yeah, right.
Albert, you might as well wash up anyway. All right? Personally, I like them bigger around. This conversation was on a high moral plane up to now.
Now we do need a bath.
A bath?
You have to like reverse shot to them pulling the poster down if they're just like
You
all
wouldn't
on the same
understand.
plane, you know?
Yeah. I will say with this game, it's a lot easier that we don't have to like crouch every time we want to like aim properly.
Romantic business has gone too far.
How integral that was last time.
Here we are.
Brian, don't you start looking.
What are you doing here? Bathing.
They tell me there's some people in this world takes a bath every week.
Women.
You have a rocket launcher to take out those vehicles, by the way.
Oh, fuck yeah. Take the
Oh, hell yeah.
fucking Nazis out. Ooh.
So this is about where I stopped really paying attention. Because I remember the trench death being there. Or not the trench death, but the shell crater.
Yeah. Oh, no money.
On ne me laisse bien mieux que toi, va. Oh, espèce d'andouille.
Come on, fellas, let's go assault these ladies.
I had a friend whose dad told about when he was in Germany and like he woke up at this chick's house and her mom was just there at the breakfast table like treating it like it was nothing, you know. Just generally a story about, you know, like, oh yeah, American mores are different.
yeah, right. Huh.
But then it was like it honestly was like that kind of was like part of the point of the story. He wasn't very vulgar or anything, right? He was just kind of explaining what happened. But then you know, he was telling my friend and me, you know, this is my friend's dad telling us this.
Oh yeah.
But then his mom comes in and she's like, you tell the boys about stuff you did in the war, and he's like, tell the boys about when I went to Germany and got pussy.
Damn, what a dad. What a dad.
It's just funny because then it was like, oh yeah, that's the funny part of it. Like the actual other part was like, well no, like just cultural differences and like yes, like
yeah. Like yes, you can summarize it in that way.
Yeah.
Like technically, I feel there's a little more to the story and a little more nuance to the situation. It's like, nah, man. Ultimately, boys, I want you to know you can go to foreign countries and get pussy.
It makes me think of like, again, the sense of irony or the sardonic tone. Like when first reading this, it feels like Catch-22, and like people go off about like the bodiness of Shakespeare being there if you really look into it, and sometimes that's like played for a punchline by like, oh yeah, of course, like this snooty professor dude wants to be like, hello fellow kids with the Shakespeare, but like I think what it really highlights is like, I don't know, we've talked a bit about shame in previous streams this season, and like this sense of people thinking they need to behave some way because of like what like mediated like narrative tells them they should be feeling.
Yeah.
The shame for thee, not for me thing. Is Barney also, I see her moving around down there. Yeah.
She wants to be out of the spotlight. She's like, here, you got the video of me. You guys can just...
But like, I don't know, seeing that sort of like, oh, you can be like pointed and like earnest about something and then just crank it into like a bit of that vulgarity or a bit of that dirty humor. Like Shakespeare does have pussy jokes, like in Hamlet when
Tons
like
of them, yeah.
Ophelia's like, oh, I'm sitting on nothing, like nothing is like a medieval pun for vagina. I remember a friend in college explaining that and me just like, oh, huh.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to be told that like Shakespeare's got vulgarities in them, but then to like have a friend walk you through it and like make it very clear.
Yeah, like what is funny about that joke? You're like, oh, Dad, that is a funny joke.
Yeah, because like I know some cinephiles will cringe at this idea, but like this is an experiment I've ran multiple times and it seems fine. David Lynch movies, like they're so damn literal in what the image is conveying that like you think, you know, if you think they're too hard or esoteric, it's like, no, if you just sit down with Eraserhead and just talk through it, like you can teach someone to read David Lynch and like read cinema. But you can't teach Jacob to fucking play video games. Fuck. What's the superior art form or whatever?
Yeah, truly. I must give up for I am a beta.
Now Elon Musk gets to mount your girl.
God damn it. Oh man, what the fuck is he gonna do? Fucking...
Not much. Get tired real fast.
That's the best part, is like I'm fucking better than Elon Musk at everything and I know it. That's like the coolest thing ever. Sorry, except being a pedophile apologist.
I mean, you don't know how to lose money. You don't know how to be legally obligated to purchase Twitter for $44 million and then fail at converting the story into you did it as like an epic prank for free speech.
Bro, also, Grimes is not my baby mama. That's pretty great, with not having Grimes in my life in that way. I'm glad I don't have a botched penis. It's a great thing. Great thing that I don't have.
It's like the barrel chest syndrome.
Yeah, where he looks like a Tesla Cybertruck.
Jacob isn't buying parallel characters. That's one of my favorite things. My buddy, no doxing, I don't say names. I had a buddy, I just ran through Dark Souls on his Xbox 360 like over the course of a few weeks just because like I really like Dark Souls 1 and it's like pretty easy to min-max and like get through there. Like I have a lot of fun with that series for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But anyways, like once I beat it, like I just ran through it one time on his Xbox 360. This wasn't a character that was very personal to me, so like he had a New Game Plus from the start with like my character, and I came over one day and he's playing the game on New Game Plus with my character, which is like a level 140 character at the start of a New Game Plus, which like there's a bit of a scale, but like it's the beginning of the game and you're level 140. Like you can just step on everything.
Yeah, there's no.
And
not
he's
really
still just absolutely getting stomped by like everything. I just chuckled. It was like, nope, the ring belongs to me.
Yep. My precious.
What's your name? You say name.
I think that is an interesting scale comparison of like what the ring can do now that I think about it though, because like, you know, my friend picks up the Dark Souls character. He doesn't know the intricacies of like the spell setups or why the weapons are good or why the equipment I have on is. He just knows I can take hits. Like I have a lot of health because my character's been level. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, there's a lot of health and a lot of endurance. I don't understand the rest of how this car works, but I can drive in low gear for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that's, I guess, why like when you're not Sauron and you put the ring on, the only thing you realize is like, I guess I can turn invisible. Like,
exactly.
Like I don't see how this helps me conquer lands and shit, but like it's kind of useful.
Look, what's so cool about this?
Oh non, non, il faut tout oublier. C'est cette guerre.
The lack of comprehension is pretty cool.
You. That's what I'm talking about. You. It seems as though all war, terror, and grossness had fallen away from me. Like a miracle.
Yeah, dude, like the sex
something
stuff
I'd
in
never
this is pretty well handled. Like as far as like it being off screen, like a lot of cool implication. Also, like,
We're going, Pa.
in sense of taste, it's cool, but also in sense of like detachment from the act, it's cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about the scene I talked about where they all stand guard for that one dude who gets to bang his wife after not seeing her for 2 years, and like they're all dutifully looking away, like, but they can hear it.
Yeah.
And like there's something to that too, of like giving characters like a distance, and like you're not looking at them while they're pissing, you know, just like a certain kind of respectful, just like, yeah, I'll let you have your space for a moment in this real shitty situation where we have to make you like this.
There's still some humanity and like
the constraints of production reflect the constraints of war in like some interesting structural ways in that regard.
You still gotta have dignity somewhere, because what are you fighting for if not the ability to have dignity?
Captain of this little waterproof sheet around that Aunt Sally of a carcass of yours.
Yeah, before break I really had this first segment down.
Right. Oh, good.
But also I'm like really like heavily was grabbed by that last bit there. And also, goddamn, yeah. Every time you see one of those big triplanar like wides, you just know.
Like they're dropping money. So we got money on some wide shots.
Like there's a reason they are framing this thing so goddamn wide, and it's not just to have you like in an establishing shot.
Yeah.
Like some shit's going to blow up and you're seeing dudes running away from it. It's like almost like it's not like a POV shot of a plane, but it's almost the same effect where like you hear it coming in the distance. Like the cinematic language, like the visuals kind of telegraph like, hey, look at this shot, because like every other fucking wide master multiplane that's using all 3 planes exceptionally well, something's gonna fucking blow up on one of those planes, and you wanna see that, right?
Oh, we don't wanna see it.
Hanukkah. Yes, that's my name. Got a crack in the head, and they gave me a certificate stating that
Hell yeah.
Joseph Hanukkah is periodically not responsible for his
This guy
actions.
rocks, yeah.
And ever since then, Hanukkah has been having a grand time.
A grand time, you say?
He gets to run cover for everyone else.
I hope you boys are not too badly wounded. The others die off so quickly we don't have time to get acquainted.
You'll get to know us very well.
Thank you. You too.
I'm sorry, my dear. It's time to go now. Yes, sister.
Watch. If they take his clothes away, you've seen the last of him. See? They're taking him to the dying room.
Dying?
When you're ready to kick the bucket, they get you out of the way so they can use the bed. In the corner of the building, there's a little room. Right next to the morgue. It's so convenient, it saves a lot of trouble.
But suppose he gets well.
Yeah,
I've seen
suppose
a
he
lot of them go
does.
in that dying room, but nobody ever comes back.
Did I get well? What are you talking about?
Charlie, the fuck are you talking about?
Cool.
That was very funny.
Is that you ringing, Paul?
Yes. Something going wrong? I think I have a hemorrhage. The bandage is all wet. I've been ringing forever and nobody comes. I think I'm bleeding.
Sister, get me a sterile dressing and an ice pack. Why didn't someone call me?
He's been ringing.
Then nobody can walk, sister.
Sister, is it bad?
No, we'll be all right. We've got it in time.
God damn that dolly.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a really cool internal monologue at this part where they realize just how like understaffed the medical thing is. There's a great little realization Paul has where he's like, oh yeah, each level of this hospital is like a floor for a different like type of dismemberment. Like here's where you're you know, people with foot injuries, people with kidney injuries, people with lung injury, like, oh, you realize how many different ways a person can get fucked up.
yeah, goddamn. Turns out war sucks. Guys, we had no idea. This whole time, these video games were like worst.
Yeah, all these video games we've been playing here in 1916.
Yeah, but like, damn, this is pretty tight though.
To the bandages.
No, no. I'm not going. I'm staying here.
Now.
I'm not going to the dining room.
I'm not going to the dining room.
Yeah, man, hell no.
Lying to me. But I'll come back. I won't die. I'll come back. I won't die. I'll come back. I won't die. I'm not going. I'll come back.
Stop it. How is he?
Poor boy. They had to amputate his leg.
Yikes.
Paul. Paul.
Gone. Gone.
You know what, Joe? I'll just play Dark Souls 1 one day, and it'll make sense. It'll click.
Welcome home, Albert. How do you feel, kid?
All right, but I've got such an awful pain. My foot.
Dark Souls is like Stephen King's The Dark Tower series in that I don't think. I think you can convey pretty well what the material's doing to someone who's not going to read the books. And like still kind of get across how interesting it is. Maybe better so than like reading, like, yeah. I just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say something about like getting the experience of Dark Souls or understanding Dark Souls without like first time playing Dark Souls, and like
yeah,
the idea
script would still be articulated.
Yeah, I think it's like there's some books you can talk about where you don't need to read the book. There's some movies you can talk about where like you want to talk about the ideas packed therein more so than like the technical like spoiler level like worries about it, etc. But I'm also like enraptured by this movie and thrilled by the high anxiety of dying in this game right now, so it's not a fully formed thought.
We must get well quickly so we can go home.
I remember
soon.
Twin Peaks was something I felt that way about, where I was like, I can understand someone not getting into Twin Peaks.
Yeah, it took me a while to get into it myself.
Here's I think the grander thing I'm getting at. I think if you're in a spoiler-averse mindset, it's harder to recommend things. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. I think sometimes if you talk spoilers, you can tell someone what something's about on like a thematic and kind of like ideological level in a way that makes it like this is why it's productive to examine this thing. And I think that's a completely different mode of like just watching the thing than the sort of record scratch. You're probably wondering why I got here, protagonist syndrome thing. We're always like identifying here.
Yeah. I
find it interesting you talk about the pace too, because like I know. I find your sense of pacing interesting because like there'll be times where like we're watching something that's like a big populist blockbuster thing and you're just like completely checked out and falling asleep in it, and then like I remember like throwing on Eddington, like you keyed in on that one pretty fast, which is something a lot of people would describe as a slow burn.
For sure.
So like there's times where I'm like, I don't think this is like a thing where like, I know some people will go to like, oh, everybody has ADHD now, so they have to make things this way. It's like, no, I know people with ADHD who like really jam on like fucking Robert Altman movies. Like,
yeah, man, there is something for me that the slower it goes, I'm like, you're not demanding my attention, you're like giving me a reason to watch, you know? Also, just like, yeah, because that is a really good point though, because like a lot of things are just going off of like, well, people need to have the shorter stuff. We're
just assuming people have shitty attention spans so that we can make this thing fast and cheap, and it's like, well,
right. Allegedly, we were supposed to be able to make things better, faster, but like so far, things are just being made faster.
I remember there being a few like parents, because when Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring came out, I was in 6th grade, but multiple parents and stuff being like, oh yeah, like I took so-and-so to that movie and I was surprised he was able to watch all the way through it. And it's like an entryway into like a lot of kids watching long movies. And I think about like the theater-built movie's ability to arrest attention.
Oh, totally. I found also a big thing for me with the ADD is just loud enough sound.
That makes sense.
Sound mixing in movies, like I love it in theaters because it's the only thing you can hear. You have no choice but to hear it.
Yeah,
in fact, I really liked the Mulholland Drive whenever they added the 3 decibels. I was like, this movie is like, had they not done that, there were pieces of dialogue I just would not have caught, and I could tell. And like, and it was better because it had those like heightened pieces. I was like, this is incredible.
We might almost have known.
But like, man, good sound really goes a long way, and I am very bad about that as well in most of my projects.
Speaking of sound, I just want to underline, like, there hasn't been like a huge, like, super forward score, but like the natural sound wall that's just been layered throughout this whole movie has been impeccable.
Oh, totally.
Like, listen to just the static in it sounds almost like rain. I may have miscontextually if it's raining outside, but like he's on leave and he's come back home for a bit and he's just totally alienated by it. And the way it's just like, there's no sweet emotional like return home score to underline this moment for him. It's just like a cold vacuum, or not vacuum, but like a cold chamber of just like reverb.
You've been starving yourself.
Yeah, just like I am not the protagonist's journey. I don't belong here anymore.
Paul could watch the things on the stove. No, child. I'm getting up.
Is he gonna get to see his teacher and get like mansplained war? Because that part's really great.
Somehow, I don't seem to know you.
I'll take these off, Mother.
How did you do, Paul? It's in the wardrobe.
Yeah, Mother, I will take these off.
Are you really here, Paul? You won't disappear, will you?
No, I'm here.
Things are ready for you, Paul.
I remember when you caught that one.
Yes, you took it away from me, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Real cute of me, huh?
We're behind the lines, but we know how to honor the soldier who goes on in spite of blood and death.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Douchebag teacher, hell yeah, let's go.
Yep, having a beer just with the boys back at home, far from the war.
I'm glad to know you. And how are things out there? Terrible, eh?
Fucking awful, sir.
But we must carry on. After all, you do at least get decent food out there. Naturally, it's worse here. Naturally. But the best for our soldiers all the time. That's our motto. A bet for our souls.
What?
Oh.
You must give the Frenchies a good licking.
Yep. Ha ha ha.
If you boys want to come home, let me show you what you must do before you can come home.
Ugh.
Give us a hand there, men.
Oh, what?
Now then, there's the line. It runs so. In a V. Here is San Quentin. You can see for yourself. You're almost through now. All right? Shove ahead out there and don't stick to that everlasting French warfare. Smash through the Johnny. And then you will have peace.
Bro, do you want to go?
when
Do you
you-
want to go to the front lines with me?
Or is it the way it must
Yeah,
be?
I'm sure you can tell my commanding officer this, and like we'll get things solved.
Yeah, Doug. Oh, I didn't know. Armchair General was really good at all those.
You can't judge that. Of course, you do your duty and you risk your life. But for that, you receive the highest honor. I said that every man on the water had the Iron Cross. First, the enemy lines must be broken through in Flanders. On to Paris. Push on to Paris. No, not in Flanders. Now I tell you just where the break should come. Here.
Oh, I love this shot.
Yeah, dude, this bar location is great too.
Why did they do that when they're halfway through San Quentin already? Why go the other way?
Because Flanders is a flat country. There are no mountains, no obstruction.
But there's many rivers there.
Bunch of fucking old dudes.
Yeah.
If you put the camera at this angle, it looks more like 8 inches than 7. I always found the trick to be put a pickle next to it.
I just have a smaller version of a Coca-Cola can I always take pictures
I get
with.
those mini Diet Cokes made to be mixed with shots, you know? Yeah.
To save the past.
You get it.
I just make it hard to tell you're actually using the centimeter side.
You come at the right moment, Bauer. Just the right moment. And as if to prove all I have said, here is one of the first to go. A man who sat before me on these very benches, who gave up all to serve in the first year of the war. One of the Iron Youth who have made Germany invincible in the field. Look at him. Sturdy and
Yeah, get the
strong
tiny
and
bananas from Whole
clear-eyed.
Foods.
The kind of soldier every one of you should envy. Oh, lad, you must speak to them. You must tell them what it means to serve your fatherland.
No, I can't tell them anything.
You must, Paul. Just a word. Just tell them how much they're needed out there. Tell them why you went, what it meant to you.
I can't say anything.
If you remember some
Interesting.
heroism, some touch of nobility, tell about it.
Joe, this is Kantrek, right? The teacher? I mean, I don't know if the movie's doing consistent with it, but like, I'm finding it interesting we're not seeing Kantrek still a teacher.
We try not to be killed. Sometimes we
He gets into like some funny as shit, like Catch-22 hell, like bullshit. In the novel, the teacher, because the teacher gets drafted as well, but like he's actually too fucking like stupid to like do anything, but like he's a true believer, so like he's a useful like yes man to have around the office, and his commanding officer likes banging his daughter, so he's like, oh yeah, he's dumb, but like we tolerate him. So he's just like this doofus, just kind of wandering the machine, like tolerated because of his utility, and he's like oblivious to it. He thinks he's just like literally a heroic, like you know, he thinks he's like the virtuous dude he tells his students to be.
Millions out there dying.
I'm just as good.
What good is it?
Paul! You asked me to tell them how much they're needed out there. He tells you, go out and die.
Nice.
Oh, but if you'll pardon me, it's easier to say go out and die than it is to do it. Coward! And it's easier to say it than to watch it happen.
Nice. Yeah.
Brother.
Cool.
Shut up, you dumb children.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Bauer, but I must say...
You dumbass kids.
You won't know what I mean. Only it's
been a long while since we
I love the idea of people yelling at like the soldiers, like, you don't know what you're talking about, dude.
By this time. Only now
You're
they're
just
sending babies.
in war.
They won't last a week. I shouldn't have come on leave. Up at the front, you're alive or you're dead, and that's all. You can't fool anybody about that very long. And up there, we know we're lost and done for, whether we're dead or alive. 3 years we've had of it. 4 years. And every day a year, and every night a century.
Nice.
And our bodies are earth, and our thoughts are clay, and we sleep and eat with death. And we're done for because you can't live that way and keep anything inside you. I shouldn't have come on leave. I'll go back tomorrow. I've got 4 days more, but I can't stand it here. I'll go back
Nice.
tomorrow.
Nice.
Sorry.
He only ever really gets like that kind of personal testament power in his own head in the book. I get why they add it to the film, and I like it, even if it feels like a bit Hollywood stand-up-y, like, and then everyone clapped moment, like where he finally gets to stand up to his mean old teacher.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit stage play, but you know what? I dig it.
Yeah, it works.
I trust it because so much of this adaptation has been very smart.
Something I want.
Yeah, Jaws got in the mood for it with the whole preach.
Just be on your guard against the women out there. They're no
Ma, I'm getting fucking shot at.
Be very careful at the front door.
Yes, Mother, I will.
I'll pray for you every day. And if you could get
Also
a job,
this is very
it's not
spooky.
quite so dangerous.
Yes,
Like the
Mother.
mom's like haunting him more than
Get in the
anything, you know?
That can easily be done.
You do it then.
You
And
do
if
it
the other
then.
saying is
That won't worry me, Mother. Now, you must go to bed. You must get well quickly before I come back.
Love that lighting though.
Yeah, they're like, again, it's almost like his mom's a phantom. Like she's weighing him down. Like he's drowning in this more than like. You don't have that high, hopeful like light on the dude in the bed. You just have him like with mom on top in the abyss.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Honey, you'll just die out here. It's fine.
Good night.
This thing we're talking about too, where it's like cinematic device towards like provoking a feeling versus cinematic device reassuring safety, like I think you can most drastically see its effect in horror movies, where like as horror movies like become like as we approach like more and more this contemporary era of horror, you see, for lack of a better like term off the top of my head, the like how they become more and more like roller coasters.
Yeah. We gotta have excitement.
Because like all the black and white horror movies I like, it's not that they have like really spooky jump scares. It's that they have something like interesting or entertaining going on more so than like, oh, that legitimately scared me.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is like a terrifying idea. Sometimes it's just like the practicality of like these older movies where it's just like they didn't have CG and very little Photoshop. So they had to make stuff.
I do think some black and white movies, I've said this before, but I'll say it again, are very good at creating dread because like they bank their scares. It's not necessarily like a jump scare. It's more like this sense of like you want the camera to cut and they're not cutting.
Yes.
Or like they'll get into like a really good rhythm and then they'll interrupt that rhythm in the edit. Like it's not really an FX thing. It's not a heavy-handed like visual like vulgarity. It's like a more like subliminal like rhythm fuck up. That's really interesting, and I don't really see new movies do as much because they're all like adhering to this Excel spreadsheet.
I think we gotta do it this way, guys. Sorry.
I couldn't find anything. We'll have to eat the sawdust.
Not me! I'll go hungry first. It makes me sick.
Now it's gonna be a real war again. Oh, how's old Paul?
Oh boy.
Here I am. You know, the second company's getting hard to find. Nobody seemed to know where you were.
Just us old Germans, eh? How about an old Coney Island dog?
I guess I don't get
Wiener
much of this.
Schnitzel. Mm-mm.
There used to be some food in the sawdust. Now it's all sawdust.
Nice.
No joke either. Each
Ooh.
up inside.
This doesn't look much like the old second company.
The replacements are all like that. Not even old enough to carry a pack. All they know how to do is die.
I guess some of the old timers are here yet.
Paul, they're trying to invent something to kill me right now.
Speaking of set design, check out this, like, horizon.
Messenger dog was wounded. He went out to get it.
Like, you can't go up there, but that's nice dressing.
Yeah, I like that set
Doesn't look that way
dressing.
back there.
Very
You mean they wanted to
Spielbergian.
go on fighting?
That's what they say.
They're crazy. Germany will be empty pretty soon.
Yeah, the Spielbergian sense of mise-en-scene really translates. Like, the Spielbergian atmosphere, the idea, like, we need these elements to get across this feeling.
Yeah.
Again, the emotional affect. The heightened video game isms are towards an emotional affect.
Yeah, and also just like conveying, using the least amount of stuff to convey the most, like the least amount of brushstrokes.
There's something going on across mediums with economy in that way, or the way we conceive, like, what to prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
You remember what he always said, they're saving him for the last.
Where is he?
He's out looking for food, trying to collect something to make soup with.
Which way?
Down the road about 2 miles that way.
I'll see you later.
2 miles. Ha! Gotcha,
That's
American.
nothing.
Human kilometers. Or crumpets per boots.
Paul!
Oof.
Hello, Paul. How's the side?
Oh, it's all right now. It's fine. Have any luck?
No, the general staff's been over this country with a rake. Let's sit down. Tell me, Paul. How's it at home? Have a good leave?
In spots.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm no good for back there anymore, Cat. None of us are. We've been in this too long. The young men thought I was a coward because I told them that we learned that death is stronger than duty once.
That's a nice touch to the classroom scene,
The
though,
old
that
men
everybody
said, "Go
doesn't
on,
clap.
Push on to Paris."
Yeah.
My father even wanted me to wear my uniform around.
You're not perfect. Not a perfect boy.
It's not home back there anymore. All I could think of was I'd like to get back and see Cat again.
Actually, yeah, I was saying it was kind of a Hollywood fix, but, like, the fact that, like, yeah, sure, he gets the personal victory of, like, speaking his mind in, but, like, the crowd shuts him down. It's still, I think that works out.
Yeah.
Push on.
More than I gave it initial credit for.
You ought to see what they've got on the other side. They eat white bread over there.
Yeah, I need to look into that
got
article
dozens of airplanes to
Jaw
all
linked, because, like, I'm very
all
impressed
right.
with the adaptation.
What have we got?
There's just, it's so much texture. I want to know, like, where they shot everything, too.
No ammunition. No arms.
Because, like, the church they blew up, or, like, all those big set pieces, they're just like, you guys built this just to blow it up. And it was worth it.
I guess we'd better be going.
How I lied to my poor mother. I told her that it wasn't so bad out here because there was always a lot of us together. Now that I'm with you, I'm beginning to believe that I told her the truth. Down!
Oof.
Ooh, dang.
That's all just real good fundamental editing, again.
Looks like the old bread wagon's broke down.
Fuck.
I guess I don't walk the rest of the way.
Did that get you, Cat?
Oh, I think it broke my shin.
That's not so bad. Forget it.
Just my luck, huh?
Good luck. It means the war's over.
Oh, no, sir. This war don't end till they really
His girl
end.
Frida.
Now, listen. Easy now. Easy. Easy. Come on, I'll take you in. Come here, hand. Easy. All right.
How firemen carry you, my darling.
Well, kid, well, we're going to be separated.
Maybe we can do something together later on, when the war's over.
Yes.
You'll give me your address, I'll give you mine. You can't get both of us in one day. Ah, we'll surely see each other again, Cat. Remember that day when you brought the whole pig into the factory? And that day in the woods when you taught us how to dodge shells? My first bombardment. How I cried. I was a young recruit then. Here we are. Here we are. All right now, Cat.
You're gonna spare yourself the trouble. He's dead.
Damn.
Oh, no. He just fainted. He was hitting the shin.
He's dead.
Like, fuck.
He just did the
In
ending to
shit.
Conscript, man.
Right? You're just like, damn, dude.
He just carried the body all the way back for it to be dead. Damn, just like me for real.
Yep, truly. Wow, dog, damn.
You'd like to take his paybook?
I have opinions on that, but
Not
I'll
related,
wait
are
for
you?
this scene to play
No, we're
because,
not related.
damn, yep.
Fuck, dude.
Literally, like, I carried my dead brother, and yeah, now we're not related. No blood, doesn't count.
Get his name and number?
Yeah, Corporal Stanislav Kaczynski.
Blood sacrifice wasn't accepted.
My opinion is I don't think Conscript needs its optional endings, and in fact, it's kind of weird how video gamey and out of left field that is, considering how like tonally naturalistic the rest of it is. Also, like after some thought on it, I don't think the multiple endings, from what I read, I think they also make the same point. So like it feels like you're not really like doing a different ending or earning a different path. You're just getting a different flavor of like the same message.
Yeah.
Which is a very different thing than like, I think when a video game does multiple endings well, it's not just like you get the same thing, you just do different mechanical paths. It's like your different mechanical paths that yield different like narrative outcomes.
Yeah, there's like there's a little bit more to it than just the mechanical. To make it feel more earned. This is a great scene. Damn.
Whoa.
Damn, boy.
Is that the end? Because that fucking rules.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Damn, dude. Rough. They're just like, yeah, no, man, they're dead. Oh shit. Oh shit, I blew up.
All right, we're not going into that video. That is just on my watch later, but I think we can keep it pretty solid with the All Quiet on the Western Front. We'll keep playing for a little longer, folks. Just anything that comes to mind. We might wrap a little early tonight. We will continue playing Medal of Honor Underground as part of the Summer Scramble, which, again, we're going to read Fredric Jameson's Cognitive Mapping at some point. I just don't know quite yet when.
Yeah, when it feels right.
But you know what? Let's keep playing this game for just a little longer. Sorry, there's knobs and buttons and things I want to adjust. I'm also turning the Medal of Honor back up. Let me know if it's overpowering. It is a powerful sound. Conscript had such a low sound in the mix no matter what I did. It was a bit annoying.
Yeah, that game was just mixed really low.
Like, we could hear it fine on our end. Just, yeah, the way it fed into OBS was very, yeah. Damn, 1930, and it ended like that. Like, with the crossfading and just the music playing. Like, yeah, they're all dead now. Mm-hmm. Like, the war is just going to consume everything.
Yep, that's what it does. Like, damn, that's sad. Maybe we should have more war, you know?
I mean, if it gives us such magnificent art, you know, maybe the suffering's worth it.
Oh, God, I hate the suffering arguments of people.
It's not worth it, folks.
It's not, people.
Alright, I can enjoy the saccharine overproduced score of Medal of Honor Underground, though. That's something, so Jacob, we were talking about things we were feeling different here. What were you feeling different when you were playing? Because I feel like this one's way easier.
It's definitely easier.
Like, we're on mission 6 already, and this is maybe my 3rd session. This is the first time you've played this game with me, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, this is, it definitely...
Like, the first game was hard. Like, this is a little difficult, but I'm playing very off the shoulder here, but like, overall, this game really reels in the difficulty, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like the aiming is a lot more accurate.
Yes.
Like, that was one of the first things, but also it was like, remember we had to keep like crouching before to really get like good vantage points on where our crosshairs actually were in the game.
I think in general, like, combat animations and reactions are just faster. When we were playing the multiplayer, remember in the first game we were talking about how, like, we couldn't tell if we were hitting each other or even if we were really taking damage? Like, there's no real good haptic feedback or, like, animation to really get that, like, triggered. I was feeling that more this time around.
Yeah.
I think that the multiplayer maps are still a bit skewed towards like the realistic zones, although the 2 maps we played were nicer than the few maps we played for the first game.
Yeah, okay.
The score is noticeably, like, I liked the first game's score, but it felt very much like if I got a generic, like, music World War II movies Hollywood score tracking, like, CD.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was made for the game necessarily, as it was like a stock, like, oh, well, here's some music.
It felt like elevator World War II music.
Yes.
This one, the score sounds very much more immediate to, like, the narrative of whatever the mission you're on is.
Mm-hmm.
And also because you're playing as Manon, the lady from the first, who's giving you information on the first game, you're playing as her this game, instead of Nameless Soldier Guy from the first game.
Ooh, okay.
I just feel like there's a bit more of a character to everything by merit of us being a named character with a face from the previous game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's at least like something we can at least attach ourselves to. I like that they kept someone from the last game.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was going to be that kind of continuity either.
Like, that seems cool for something like this because it doesn't seem necessary. It definitely something like They're not doing as much nowadays.
Especially because the first game, like, yeah, she was a named character in the first game, but everybody in the first game is pretty much just like a cardboard cutout at a museum, you know?
Yeah.
Including her. And like, I'm not saying she's suddenly like a huge, complex literary like protagonist and this video game needs its narrative rediscovered, but like, there's a lot more like flourishes of character to invest you in it.
Yeah.
If I remember right, on the cover of the jewel case, it's also Manon like turning and facing the camera and smiling while blowing something up, or looking fierce while blowing something up, which is different than the soldier with the obscured face that's on the cover of the first game. I wonder what kind of like sexism plays into this as well, and the fact that it's like, well, the dude's gonna have a generic dude story, but the woman gets to be a bit more emotional.
Yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be.
And complex.
You see. She's gonna have to decide whether she's gonna keep the baby.
Some like 90s girl power ideas at play as far as how to rectify the past. Like, it's all just marking notes on the clipboard, guys. Sadly, we had a dude come in and he just set the clipboard on fire, so Jacob, I just think a lot of people are really invested in a game of Monopoly that's happening on a sinking ship, and it's like, you guys, we really gotta get off this fucking ship. Like, I don't care. I don't care if Kevin's been cheating the bank for like the past 5 turns, because like
it doesn't matter.
The ship is sinking, and I don't know if you noticed, but everything's also on fucking fire. So like, there's some lifeboats over there. We can make it to them, but like, you guys are just really fucking drilling Kevin's ass about this whole like he's been slipping money from the bank thing. It's fake money, guys. It's a Monopoly game. It is a Monopoly game. We don't need to be playing the Monopoly game.
But he shouldn't be doing that. Don't you see? If we don't correct him now, the world will fucking end, even if the boat sinks.
Oh, what's Jaw saying?
Oh, let's see. Oh, dang. Blue Origin just blew up the pad in a spectacular failure. Space Launch Complex 36, where the explosion occurs, the only launch pad equipped to launch new Glenn rockets. Woohoo! Let's see what we got here, huh?
Yeah, Jacob, monitor that situation, why don't you?
Let's see what the situation
What's the situation? What's the current situation looking like? It'd be a shame not to have it monitored.
It's true. Everything must be monitored. All right, Blue Origin, come on.
Okay, this is a cool little village setup we're wandering into here. Like, I like that we come through like these trees into this town. Again, not realistic, but in the same Spielbergian, you know, set deck scene sense we were saying. Like, you put 4 trees here and you just like run the camera over it and it looks fine. You get away with it for the shot. I was thinking about that with that plane bombardment at the end there, where you just have a shot of the dude pulling the lever, you have a shot of the bomb dropping, and then you just have the, you know, the dirt puff like behind them. It's all in the edit, and then you just add like a boom sound over it.
That's a huge fireball.
Guys, consider how sophisticated a device the brain is if one person can edit those images into that sequence with the intent to mean something, and then someone else can watch those sequences. You know, no word said, and like just the meaning of what's happening, like the narrative of those images sells. Like,
yeah,
that our brains can process and comprehend images in this fashion and like exchange like narratives in that way. Like, that's just really think about like what that's doing.
Oh shit.
Because remember when AI debuted, and it still fucks this up, is like there's not that consistency or attention to like causal like effect, like the sense of like before and after of one thing leading to another. Like, that's not there. It's like one moment you have 5 fingers, one moment you have 6. Suddenly the camera's panning and the background's different, and then they do a 180, 360, and they're suddenly like just in a completely different geographical space. Not in a Kubrick Shining like intentional disorientation style, but you know, asking the machine to imagine a place. The machine doesn't know what depth is. It just knows what like a fake 3D rendering looks like on a 2D plane.
Right. Look at this explosion, Henry.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's just the start. Like, There's a fucking shockwave. All right. Conspiracy theorists right away. How much do you want to bet Iran had something to do with that? A lot of places blowing up in America recently.
Jacob, clearly that was Hamas.
Oh, yes. How foolish of me.
Like, are they even gonna say they don't even need to, they don't even like manufacture consent with any effort? Point Jacob. Like they don't even. They're just like, yeah, we're angry about this. We're just gonna bomb somewhere. Oh, retribution.
Like, why care? Why worry about it?
Oh, I keep forgetting to blow up this barrel.
Dang, dude, that explosion is fucking massive.
Okay, cool. Buddies.
Like, you can see the shockwave in that video. That's wild.
Here, you take control for just a moment. I need to relieve myself for a second.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just like, oh yeah. Thing go boom. Chat. See you shortly.
Jacob, you better kill the Nazis.
Fuck these Nazis. Stupid Nazis. Oh, hey, babe. Oh, hell yeah, Jari Lay's theory, alien disclosure theater is timed to SpaceX IPO. I can definitely see that. It's been really annoying how much they keep talking about aliens and then doing nothing about aliens. It's like, don't worry, guys, there's aliens, but also there's so many other things happening all at once. And then some of the videos are just like balloons. Hell yeah, railing death.
What's up?
Railing deaths. Shooting people down the railing.
So gang, All Quiet on the Western Front, 1930, spectacular film.
Yeah. A film worthy of everyone's attention. Except Nazis.
I'm trying to think, as far as old movies go, I always think about the like for its time qualifier. Like, do I need to like qualify a movie with like, oh, you need outside historical context to appreciate it, or does it just stand on its own? And as far as like that goes, that may be the oldest movie I can think of where you may not need a lot of like context to like really gel with what's going on in it.
Yeah, you can. It was really easy to follow and just like compelling as well.
There's like a clarity of, yeah, just a clarity of meaning to it. And again, just the intelligence of how it repurposes things for a movie with like that needs to maintain forward-moving momentum. Like, it can't just be this kid wandering around the line, setting up the barbed wire, and then every now and then him just like looking at the camera and going like, one time this happened.
Yeah. Like Forrest Gump, and then
like it's really impressive to me how effectively that movie disentangles the chronology of what Paul is telling you in these chapters that aren't linear necessarily.
God, you fuckers. Damn it.
Which is funny because I was complaining about, streaming series doing that at the start of the show. And a book gets away with it because a book can just straight up tell you what's up and what it's doing.
Yeah, like that's not uncommon. Hi, Barney, what are you doing?
Like, the way you can pick up and play a book at any time, like, kind of lends itself to, like, those kind of rubber band metrics more. a film, it's like, okay, you have to keep the chain going to hold my attention for like a runtime.
Yeah. I must be compelled the whole time.
Oh, what's Josh saying about their latest theory? Alien Disclosure Theater is timed with the SpaceX IPO.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
Also with like, was it Steven Spielberg's new movie?
Oh yeah, he's got a movie.
Day. Like,
yeah.
It's very like.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to quit eating it from that guy.
Right. Patrick Boyle's breakdown of the financial BS and SpaceX filing and NASDAQ and
Fast tracking pretty much sums up my opinion.
Because I've pretty much felt that like all UFO, UAP news from the government is just a huge old waste of time. Like, some of it's interesting, but a lot of it has the tone of like, well, let's just flap this flag to get all the stupids looking this way while we do things. But like, within that nugget, I am abdicating myself of like, I do need to like think more in terms of like, well, like if I'm going to adhere to that, like I need to at least understand like, well, what are they distracting from, or like what uses is this? Because like otherwise, I'm just being a crazy man too. Just be like, oh yeah, I have no real grounding for believing this thing, but I believe it. Where it's like, well, what were you thinking? And so the SpaceX IPO stuff, interesting.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
More precision to my general skepticism. I'm like, well, yeah, they're using it to cover up something, but now I'm like, well, this might be one of the things that it's actually grounded and able to manipulate and affect.
Right. So I definitely think there's some
still within the realm of tinfoil hat, but also like, this is what gets me about it too, is like, I'm like, okay, I have to be very careful that I'm not being crazy about believing the government's lying to me about this. Like, what if they're telling me the truth? And then you look at what the truth is like, the truth is literally aliens. Like, guys, the truth is aliens. It's not aliens we can show you. We can't tell you anything else. The CIA is going to tell us, and then CBS is going to put it on 60 Minutes, and 60 Minutes is going to make it look real snazzy and professional, but like, we don't have anything to actually show you.
Yeah, it's not going to amount to anything. You still have to go to work.
There's guys who are saying for some reason they're coming to us as whistleblowers about it, but then also the government saying they're going to be doing things about it. Like, don't whistleblowers usually get offed, or isn't there usually some sort of tension there? Like, why are these guys acting like they work for the government and they're blowing the lid off some super secret thing, but then the government's also like trying to say they're like letting the lid off some super secret thing? Like, there's a weird conflict of motivations there. Am I thinking too Hollywood about this because you're talking about fucking UFOs and flying saucers, which is the exact kind of like iconography of 50s Hollywood alien invasion movies? Like, god damn it.
Craziness. It's, you know, it's the Epstein files all over again. It's like, we're going to give you just a bunch of useless information without any context, and you're just going to not know.
Hey kids, here's a new cereal box. Decode the clues on the back of it.
Yeah. Like, all right, what are we gonna do?
Again, like, even at the most, like, insanely, like, absurd, the conspiracy theorist is still at heart, like, kind of naive in the sense of, like, if people just know. If like, a judge in court just says, like, yes, this is the truth.
This is the truth.
If we just get it on paper that says that he's impeached.
It's Hollywood movie brain. We can just do it just like the Hollywood movies.
Like, it's the Saving Private Ryan thing we were talking about. We were talking about, like, the fascism in that movie where, like, the macro structure's already decided. The war is already won. It's not about, like, actually affecting anything that, like, contributes to a change in the world atmosphere. It's about performing the role.
Yep. We all have our roles to play. Barney, stop licking. Yeah, yeah. The only person jailed about the CIA torture program was the whistleblower.
Yeah, so how are these dudes able to just walk on 60 Minutes and be all like, the government's lying to you about Martians?
That's been the craziest thing too, because that dude specifically is on a lot of podcasts talking about like different programs and things like he's not allowed to say anything he's not allowed to say, you know? Like
yeah, dude, like with the FORT BRAGG CARTEL where Seth Hart's like, look, dude, like you can listen to these dudes' podcasts and they're just like openly admitting to like doing war crimes.
Yeah, and they're just like,
but like the one chick gets busted for like talking about being hired and like working in a sexist environment.
Yep. Well, we can't have that, Henry. And might feel self-conscious about being pieces of shit, you know?
Nice. Who the fuck is shooting at me? Come on now. Yeah, the blind firing's way better.
Yeah, like you can.
It still has the blind fire like unreliability you'd expect, but like it's not completely like.
Yeah, like way off of where you're like, no, I'm generally in the right spot.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Reminder, this Sunday, I think we're gonna finish up the summer of the springtime of soldiers with the Netflix All Quiet on the Western Front.
Hell yeah!
I'm curious. I'm curious how it adapts. I'm curious if it's smart at adapting it. I feel like I shouldn't be calling it the Netflix one because didn't they just distribute it? Like, isn't it like a German-made movie?
Yes, I believe you're correct in that.
Like, I use Netflix in such a derogatory sense, and like, I don't want to apologize for that. I just want to make clear in this case, I'm not using it in a derogatory sense. It's the one Netflix picked up so that it can get like a proper theatrical run.
Yeah.
Because they love doing that, and then they just go sit in the distribution graveyard on Netflix, and no one sees the movie.
Yep, because there's too much stuff. I still remember, like, shortly after college, whenever all of the Teamsters and when everyone just, like, agreed to lower rates for, like, quote-unquote new media to produce just a shit ton of work, and then it's just like, oh, actually, we just made too much work to a movie, so now we can't produce any more stuff, because now we're used to this budget level. There's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. Like, let me fucking tell you.
Yeah, SpaceX explodes all the time and gets government contracts. That's what they're paid to do.
We really should get some government contracts. That would do plenty of non-governmental work.
Give us a national endowment for the arts.
Truly. Do literally anything cool.
Yeah, you can't reuse this reusable rockets.
Yeah, dog, that'd be crazy.
Oh, is this the same bridge? Is this the same bridge?
Is this what we got?
I think it might be. No? No, this is a different bridge. I think. Let's see if my sense for mapping is off or not. No fall damage, nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We love a game with no fall damage, you know? Don't know.
The other bridge was this way. 301 kilogram gold bars and millions in cash. Yeah!
Hell yeah, CIA guy. But isn't that like the whole point of like the CIA is they just give them a shit ton of money to be like solve problem, like quote unquote solve problems. Like it's just a slush fund for like Rothschilds to be like, yes, we're going to like influence things because we're quote unquote spies. They're just like, excellent, now we can have sex with more kids. Like, this is the worst part. Like we invented night vision goggles so that way we could kill more people, so that we could have sex with more kids.
Well, I mean, I think that's just one of the many things they enjoy with the job. Like they also just love the wanton murder.
That's true too. But really, it's about their compulsions.
I think I think if we're going by the most gruesome accounts of what goes on in those rooms, they're also killing people while getting off.
Yeah, that's true. Horrific.
People slash like animals.
Yeah, just living things, really.
Yeah, just honestly, just the anti-life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the other way? How's this all map out? Holy shit! There's dudes over here. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Well. At that, guys, I think we are going to call it for tonight. This has been a very cool session. I'm glad we were able to catch the rest of that film. I'm glad we were able to show you the new Barney bumper. It's going to be a new bumper to come with Summer Scramble next week as well. Join us on Sunday for All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm going to see if the Pixel Goblins are going in a moment when we play out here, but y'all have a good night.
Good night, Techno Hotties and Thotties.
Actually, need to readjust something. So, oh no, now there's an awkward silence. 10 million subscribers lost. Y'all take care. We're going to see what our friends are up to. We'll see you Monday.
See you soon, y'all.